1. River God at a 130 and Snurge at 7-2, 9-1 bar, and Snurge is eased in, so they're lined up for the 214th St. Leger. And that's it, they break away, and through the first furlong it's Coringa Bay and Rubicund who take up the running. River God settled third, Hellenic 4, then her Jade on the outside of Great Marquis, followed by Snurge and Pierre Damiani. And that's the order as they settle down and race away. So River God's held up in third place as Coringa Bay and Rubicund, and it's Rubicund now that takes it up in the white cap. From in second place Coringa Bay, showing third River God, 4 is Great Marquis, 5 next to the rails Hellenic, 6 on the outside is her Jade, and the blue cap is Snurge, and last is the rank outside of Pierre Damiani, and it's Rubicund. Willie Carson, who's won 3 St. Ledgers in the past on Dunfermline, Sun Princess and Minster Sun, he leads by a length and a half to Coringa Bay, with River God on the outside showing and sharing that second place. Then Hellenic well placed in 5, sharing 5 with Great Marquis, and then 3 at the back are her Jade, Snurge, and running through on the rail is Pierre Damiani. They've completed the first half mile, and it's Rubicund leading from River God in second place, and then showing third is Coringa Bay, then in 4 is Great Marquis and 5 Hellenic, and then her Jade on the outside of Snurge and Pierre Damiani. As they head towards the halfway stage in the 214th St. Leger, let's check the SPs, with Rubicund leading, Hellenic's the 2-1 shot, River God's 130, Snurge is 7-2, 9-1 bar, that brings in the leader Rubicund, and they race down 0.7 furlongs from home, and it's Rubicund leading, from River God in second, and then Coringa Bay third, and Hellenic 4, and Pierre Damiani ridden along next to the rails. Great Marquis has just Snurge and her Jade behind as they begin the turn into the home straight, 3/4 of a mile just over left to race, and it's Rubicund leading by a length to River God in second, Rubicund from River God, then Coringa Bay with a noseband next to the rails, the red-hot favourite, Hellenic's in the pale blue jacket, well placed in 4, Great Marquis, her Jade is running wide, Pierre Damiani is giving up the struggle, they've got under 5 furlongs to race, and it's still Rubicund in the lead from River God up on the outside, and significantly they've raced wide, and now Steve Cawthon asks River God to go. Coringa Bay comes through next to the rails on the inside of Rubicund. Hellenic's in River God's sight, and River God is being hard ridden, and he has the lead though, and Snurge is travelling well in the blue and yellow, and they come down towards the 3, and Hellenic now on the left comes through to take River God, but here comes Snurge bursting through on the inside. They've got 2.5 to go. Hellenic in the pale blue, Snurge on the right in the blue cap. River God is beaten. They've got over 2 furlongs to race, and Hellenic has it. Snurge next to the rails. River God is one pace. Rubicund is out of it. So too Coringa Bay and her Jade. And with a furlong and a half to go, it's Hellenic really hard ridden. Snurge is running through next to the rails, and with a furlong to go, it's Snurge who takes it up, and it's Snurge with the surge. It's Snurge going on. He's going ahead of Hellenic and there, and as they race up towards the line, it's Snurge who's going to win this race. Snurge wins it, Hellenic second, River God third, Rubicund 4, Great Marquis 5, then Coringa Bay, a big gap to her Jade, and last was Pierre Damiani. And so Richard Quinn rides his first British Classic because he's won the 214th St. Leger on number 7, Snurge, in the colours of Mr. M. Arbib, trained at Whatcombe by Paul Cole, ridden by Richard Quinn, the 74th, and by far and away the most significant winner this season. And this one bred at the Kilcarn stud, and well done to all of them. Snurge at 7-2. Second horse is number 8, Hellenic. So Michael Stout and Walter Swinburne have not laid their St. Leger hoodoo. The third horse home was number 5, River God, ridden by Steve Cawthon. Fourth is number 6, Rubicund. Snurge wins the Leger at 7-2, and a great power drive by Richard Quinn, and a very brave run by this son of Ella Manamu.
There he is, and the St. Leger winner. By golly, he was going easily at that stage, and still, in fact, he was still pulling. He pulled pretty hard in the early stages, and he was pulling double as they turned into the straight. By this time, it was rather naive of us never to have thought that Rubicund might make the running for Sheikh Mohammed's principal hope, River God. That was what happened, but now Steve Cawthon sets sail for home on River God. And it was here that, although Hellenic is just beginning to build up her challenge, you'll see Richard Quinn coming through on the far side of Rubicund, between Rubicund and Coringa Bay, and it was hereabouts we thought he was going too soon, John.
Well, I think what happened was that the gap opened, and probably if he'd waited any longer, maybe the gap wouldn't have been there. But anyway, he's done certainly the right thing, because he's gone for home. He's cruised. He just began just to come down a little bit in the saddle and pushing this horse out. And Hellenic, well, she loves a battle. We saw that up at York when she battled on with Cartagena, and I thought, dearie me, I thought that Snurge might just fold up, but he didn't. He got over onto the rails, where the ground is definitely quicker, and from here on he's always just outstayed Michael Stout's filly. River God finished a good couple of lengths away third in the end. He's a good stayer, and he ran really well. I think Henry Cecil was delighted with him. And there's Paul Cole watching in the corner of your picture there, trying not to keep a smile, trying to keep a smile off of his face. I think he's absolutely delighted with himself, and real good team effort this.
It'll go into the record books as the first maiden to win since 1913. Of course, he's not a maiden in any sense of the word. He won a Group 1 two-year-old race at Saint-Cloud last year and won it by 3 lengths, absolutely decisively. So he's not under any account a maiden, and he certainly isn't now.